Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Thunderbirds are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, they'll throw. Got his open man, it's Carr.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Elks are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
Fielded just inside the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Elks have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. "33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carr.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Carr. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Carr. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Davis. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock. and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half. Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Carr.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Elks will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Flush to his right. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. On third down, they're going to run for it here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive first. And
now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 88 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He shakes him off. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run on 1st down. Rhodes. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.